Hey you, it's Mo. Today's video is going to be all about Chanel. We've got some new products. New, and then there's an existing one that they extended the shade range. So here they are. From the Sublimage line, which is very skincare dedicated, very anti-aging, very beautiful, and we will see. So the first one is the one that's not new, it's more of a shade extension, and that is the Sublimage Le Teint. This is the foundation. And the new one, which is the concealer. This is the Sublimage Le Correcteur Yeux. I hope I've said that correctly. The only thing French about me is my first name. So in today's video, I'm going to share details. I'm going to do a demo. We're going to do a wear test. And let's see what these new and new-ish Chanel products are all about. Shall we? Let's jump right into some details about the concealer. Again, this is the
Sublimage Le Correcteur Yeux.
Yeah. So this is a radiance-generating concealing eye care. So Sublimage from Chanel is more of the anti-aging skincare line. Creamy, lightweight, and hydrating. This concealer melts into the skin and immediately illuminates the look of the eye area. And over time, skin feels more comfortable. The formula reduces the look of dark circles by 39%. I could use that all day, every day, please and thank you. And smooths the appearance of fine lines without creasing. That's a major claim. All while caring for the delicate eye contour. And this is available in 10 shades. We've got a luminous finish with buildable coverage that claims to not crease and get rid of all your darkness and make it look like you got sleep. So let's check her out, shall we? So in your package, you do get a spatula and a brush. The brush is adorable. So it's like a little bit of a contoured brush. It's very soft to the touch. But we will see. So we'll try out the brush and then we'll try out our more so typical methods of application as well. And here she is. Packaging is beautiful. This is a glass jar. And there she is. I got the shade 91. I wear shade 70 in Sublimage, and I love it. But this in particular, it was between 70, I figured, with the undertone of 91, which you'll see in the demo. I'm hopeful that it will give me more of a color-corrected, concealed, brightened kind of vibe. But yeah, we'll see. Now on to the Sublimage Le Teint. Yes, this is the Ultimate Radiance Generating Cream Foundation. So again, this foundation in particular is not new, but the shade range was extended with new shades. So this is an exquisite liquid foundation with the ultimate sensorial touch. It's a creamy texture that offers light to medium coverage for glowing, healthy, and luminous look. And this too is an experience. When you open up your golden box, you get a little booklet. Yes. And this too comes with a spatula and a brush. I really can appreciate the spatula because these are jars, they're not pumps, so you definitely want to have something that will take your product out to help keep things clean, you know, because it's going on the skin, which is always a good idea. So, spatula and the brush. I did bring out my brush that I got with my other Sublimage foundation. So this is from the older Sublimage foundation. This one kind of looks like a little pyramid. And I actually use this brush and it's really good. So I'm curious and we will see. But this is what the other brush looks like from this Sublimage. It's like an angle and it's a lot softer. It's nowhere near as dense as this one. And here is the foundation. It looks just... Okay, there's fingerprints all over, Monique. Make it presentable. And here is the foundation. It looks just like the concealer. If you can see the concealer's top, it has almost like a dark greenish to it. You see that on the cover? Anyhow, foundation and concealer. Both are in glass packaging. And I also got the shade 91. The shade 70, which is what I usually wear in Chanel, it was a little light in this formulation for whatever reason. So I went with 91. All right, so details out of the way. I'm going to zoom you on in and let's try out these products. Hello there. Welcome to my skin, which seems to be behaving today, which we love. I am in my late 30s, almost 40. I have combination skin, somewhat of an oily T-zone, and dry to normal rest of my face. I do have some dryness around my nose, so that's that. I'm not per se wearing primer, but I am using my skincare as such. My Augustinus Bader, the Rich Cream. Love that stuff. So here is what my skin currently looks like. I have some old blemishes that have left their mark. So other than my morning skincare routine, the only thing I have applied so far is brows. And I took it back. Yes, I did. So I picked up this new Chanel. Well, it's new to me. I throw that word new around a lot, but technically it's new because I just got it. This is the Chanel brow powder. It comes with this little tweezer and all the things. So one side's a wax and one side's the powder, and that's what I have. I've always, found powders and waxes just look a little softer. If you want to know any of the products that we use today, everything will be listed and linked down below in the description box. Okay, so we are going to apply these products in a couple of different ways. We're going to try the brushes that they came with. I'm going to use a sponge and I'm going to use my fingers because I want to see how everything plays and so that you can see how everything applies. Here's the consistency of the foundation. Ooh, it looks so good. All right, there's quite a bit here on the top. So I've got my little spatula. And I'm just going to dot it. All right, so I've got the brush that was included. Let's try that and see. I'm getting a light scent, but it's not very heavy. Okay. Remember, we have those little guys there. Let's see if we can cover them up. And this is buildable coverage, so I am going to go back and see. Well, that blended on very nicely and very easily. My nose is so dry. That's what happens in the cold, cooler months. So upon application, my skin feels nice and hydrated, very comfortable. Now that first layer did not give a lot of coverage. I didn't expect it to. I'm going to take my sponge now and blend my forehead. And I'm actually going to take whatever was left on the spatula. Because with a sponge, you're always going to use up more of your product. Here's my sponge, and let's blend. A very comfortable formulation. You can definitely tell that this is a skincare first and then makeup type product. There she is. Looks good, yeah? Okay. I'm taking my spatula and I'm picking up. And on this side, I'm going to use my hands to blend this out. Clean hands, of course. Sometimes there's nothing like using your hands. And yes, for many, many moons, I hated using my hands to apply my product because I felt like it was, ooh. But actually, it works out great because the warmth helps things melt and it is kind of easy. These are like your forever, always available tools. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Do I dare say I like the hand application? Oh, that's scary. Look at that. Oh. And I mean, if you're like in the bathroom getting ready, you can just wash your hands as soon as you're done and it won't be a big deal, you know? Wow. Okay. So we have our first light layer applied. This side we used the brush. Hand side. And the sponge. I think it's fair to say this is going to be depending on your preferences for application. I mean, they all look pretty good. So let's build. Let's see how we build as far as buildable coverage claim. Going back into the cover with my spatula. Picking up product. And I'm going to put a little more here and then down here where I have my little spots from some breakouts. And this is the side with the brush, so I'll just stick with the brush. And I'll more so kind of stipple, do like a stippling application and see how that applies. Okay. Like it builds, but it still looks skin-like and nicely hydrated. And it doesn't feel heavy, which is very, very nice. Okay. It builds. It builds nice. Wow, look at that. Like, okay, you can still see those previous breakout marks, but it's very smoothed. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, honestly, that's okay. We're not filters. We're real, you know? So this is realistic in that sense. And then over here and here. Skin looks hydrated, but not too dewy. It looks good and healthy. Now this side is a lot lighter of a layer, so let's keep that in mind. Also on the forehead. Over here I feel I get a little bit more luminosity because I built up. So foundation is applied and I feel quite content on how things are looking. So overall, here we are. Let's try out the concealer. I'm excited about this concealer. I love concealer. I want to try them all, and here I am. So the consistency is quite similar to the foundation. I mean, it's not, you know, I'm not going to be too crazy, but you get it. Taking off of the cap with the spatula. There we go. And I'm going to focus like I normally would with concealer. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna use a little brush they gave us. I want to say the foundation's scent is more than the concealer's. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Do I look like I got a full night's sleep or what? I was a little nervous about this color, but it's actually good. Okay. And this little brush is actually not bad. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I don't have anything here. And here's the concealer. Damn. Wow. It's actually really nice. I have hydration, but I still look like my skin. I like that very much. Wow. I'm actually going to take my finger and just kind of dab a little. Wow. It feels lovely on the under eye. Like, really does feel good. This is pretty. Oh, wow. I think I needed this without knowing that I needed it. To the cap and pick up some more. And I'm going to try, and let's do the other eye. And that eye, I'm going to use my sponge. I'm just going to take it on the lid. Because, I mean, at this point, why not? It's blending so easily, so nicely. Very smooth and lightweight. This is really lovely. I'm going to be very curious to see how this wears, because it did say crease proof. And when things say crease proof, I get a little nervous. Alright, so this is the side that I used the included brush, and then I just tapped with my finger. And then this is the side that I used the sponge. They both look good. They both look good. Here's what I really like. I really like how hydrated and healthy my skin looks, but not over the top dew, you know? Because sometimes when something is hydrating and radiant and it's got that diamond powder, it's too much. But this is good. Skin looks good. All right. I do feel that if I wanted more of a brightened under eye, I could have gone with a different, like a lighter shade. But I feel good with this. I do. All right, so I'm going to continue on like I normally would. So I am going to set. I am going to use my Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. I have her in the shade 40. Again, everything I use will be listed and linked for you down below in the description box. So I am just picking up, and let's set. So the powder, it sets it nicely. It does cut down on the hydration look, the glow, just a little bit. But I do feel after a while that that'll come back. But that's what that looks like. And I'm using a very light layer of powder. I say that all the time, but light layers are key. Oh, that looks nice. Okay. I got my big Kabuki brush. I'm gonna use that. See, very light layers. It's not a lot of powder. I'm gonna use that to just lightly set all over. See, that one little dip in is good enough to set all over very nicely. I actually have a new product. This is like a cream blush from Chanel. I bought this a little bit ago and I never got around to using it. So we're gonna use that today. And that's the color. So it looks like. It's pretty, right? And then I'm going to use my Chanel cream bronzer as well. So let me do that really quick. I always like sharing the process of applying all of my other products whenever I'm doing complexion. So you can see how everything looks, how everything works, how everything goes. Isn't this packaging pretty? This packaging is really pretty. I'm not done. Let's do eye makeup and lips. But just focusing on the face for a moment. Here, after cream bronzer, cream blush, setting loose powder, and highlight, here's how everything looks. feels amazing. Everything applied over top very nicely. I didn't have anything weird happen, thankfully. So again, recap, brush side, hand side, and then the forehead, we use the sponge. All right, so I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the day. Obviously, when I come back, I'll look a lot different because I'll have some eye makeup on and look complete. So I will see you in a few hours. I'll check in. Hi. So we are at our first check-in. It's a 5+ hour check-in. It's currently 4:31. So hi. One thing I'm really enjoying the most is how nice my skin feels. It feels light. I genuinely can't feel that I have anything on my face. I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup. But I do feel very pretty. I feel very smooth and even and quite natural. I do. I have a fun look on the eyes since you last saw me, but I still feel very soft and pretty and natural. So let me get nice and close so you can see how the skin is looking. Look at the skin. Oh my gosh. All right, forehead check. You know, there are my lines, and this area of my forehead is so dry. But it doesn't look like it, right? It doesn't look like it. Now, I did have some dryness around the nose. I mean, it's there, but it's a lot better looking, right? So that's going well. So here is the rest of the face. So this is the side that we used the brush. Where is it? This brush that came with. And then this is the side I used my hands. And then the forehead, we used the sponge. So the foundation is looking really good. Okay, so concealer. I mean, we're gonna get critical because it did have that crease-proof claim. I mean, listen, I'm wearing makeup, okay? And I'm not gonna say it's crease-proof. My lines are there. This has not completely diminished my lines, but it doesn't look bad. You know what I mean? It doesn't look heavy or cakey. I think it looks nice. Right now, at this particular moment, at this particular hour, I'm feeling really good about how things are going. So I have all right, so I've rambled enough. I'll see you in a few hours. Hi. Say something.
Hi.
So I'm rocking a new concealer and foundation. So it's not the eyeshadow. It's just the concealer and foundation. What's your feedback?
I love it. It's really great. It's one of my favorite ones. It really looks great on you.
He's just saying it.
No.
What makes it great?
I just love it. I mean, you know, it looks very natural, but it looks very...
That's what I'm getting. That's the feedback I'm getting between
it's very
you.
natural, but it really brings, you know...
So are we approving?
Definitely.
Is it hubby approved?
It's a hubby double thumbs up.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello, hello. Hey, Siri. What time is it?
It's 6:30 p.m.
So, usually I'll go like, you know, a bit later, but I'm kind of tired today and I still have to do laundry and kitchen and, you know, mom, wife, just life stuff. So I'm just gonna pack it in early so that I can, you know, do all my things and then take a shower and go to bed. But anywho, it's 6:30. I think that's a good amount of time to have been wearing this and put them to the test. It was a yucky rainy day, so it wasn't a very high activity day. But here we are. So let's take a look, see how everything is looking. But let me first touch up my gloss, refresh myself a little bit. All right, so we're gonna just ignore the lips. I'm over here like for an hour trying to fix my lips. It's not working out. Anyhow, let's take a look, see at what is going on the face. Okay, so what I will tell you, turn this light off. What I will tell you is after wearing it all day, it didn't feel like I was wearing anything. It just felt very comfortable. and lightweight and just wore very well. Like, I love when products feel like that. They don't feel like anything. Sometimes when you wear makeup, it can feel like you're wearing makeup. That's just how some products are. Not that it's like a big deal, but you know what I'm saying. This definitely felt very lightweight, like nothing, very comfortable. Okay. I am like a little bit shiny. I want to say really just on my nose. Other than that, I feel like everything still looks very good. And I do have a more natural glow, not a greasy, sweaty, shiny kind of vibe. So let me bring you close so you can see what I see and everyone else has. Face still looks pretty good. I do have a little bit of settling here in my smile lines, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. The coverage still remained intact. I don't have any words separating. Now the concealer, I have to say, the concealer, this is a nice concealer. I am going to be going in with this concealer. I do like it. I do like the coverage that it gives. I like the hydration and the glow. And even with the powder, it still looks really good. Yeah, I like that a lot. This whole it's not going to crease thing, I've got lines. I make a lot of facial expressions. I don't see it not creasing. I mean, it goes in the lines. I mean, but it doesn't look bad. It moves with the skin in a good way. So it doesn't look cakey or heavy. And it feels fantastic. I have to say, I feel very hydrated and very comfortable. So overall, good stuff. I want to touch on the packaging a little bit. Coming from a pump product, which I really like. I mean, I kind of prefer a pump product over something in a jar for a lot of reasons. The foundation, I have it nice and clean, and I feel like I'll be able to maintain it as such. But for some reason, the concealer, it's getting a little messy on me. Like it's oozing out and it's like getting a little bit messy. But I feel like once I use it a little bit more and it kind of goes down and I can get rid of what's all built up on the top, I'll be okay. I did actually wipe the inside and on here. So I mean, I feel like it's a little bit messy, but it's not enough messy to where I'm losing interest in the product. But it's something to note. I do really enjoy that they gave you spatulas for the product because that's very important. You don't want to be touching and getting dirty hands in there. Every time you use your spatula, when you're done with it, clean it off and you're good to go. I think that's great. This is the side that I used the brush. This is the side that I use my hand, and on my forehead I use the sponge. I could work with either one. I'm very, very surprised. Not like surprised, oh my gosh. Like the brushes that came with these both, okay, I'm talking about both brushes that came with the foundation and the concealer are great. This did an amazing job, and I very rarely use brush for my concealer. I'm either using a sponge or my finger. I just like that flawless look. And I was able to get that with this very easily. Highly impressed. Kind of touched on all the things. Let's blot. I'm going to use my Hermes little blotting sheets. Let me tell you something. I know that they're just blotting sheets, but no, they're a little bit more. These are some really nice quality blotting sheets. So let's blot and see how things look. Yeah, that took down the shine very nicely. Things still look nice and fresh. This is my first time blotting all day. Wow. Wow. That blotting sheet did something. I look like I just applied the makeup and I can go another 10 hours. It looks great. Wow. Thank you guys so much for requesting that I try out these Chanel complexion products. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. I appreciate you spending your time with me today. Please don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.